करूँगा अभी 3 2 1 भाई.
रुको, let me open the chat in my mobile phone.
We
Yeah,
are
I have
live.
also opened.
We are
Yeah,
live,
I
guys.
have also opened.
Let me do that.
Guys.
Okay, so Sachin Waykar is here, the first member in the chat. I think it
Yeah,
is someone
my,
related to Sneha, obviously.
he's my brother.
Okay, okay. That's great.
Hello, Sachin. Welcome to the stream. We have Sneha with us, who is a chess boxer, along with Abhidaya, me, Aditya, and Himang. So, Himang, me, and Abhidaya are from ChessBase India. We are content creators, plus we have multiple roles. But today, our chief guest and of honor is Sneha.
Yes,
So, Sneha, if you can take the mic and tell us about yourself.
correct. Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah. So, hi, my name is Sneha Waykar. I have been into chess boxing since many years, like 4 to 5 years now, and it feels nice. Like now, it feels nice to play a hybrid sport. Like it's a different type of sport that I wanted to try, and I tried, and I'm still doing it. So
So, how exactly did you get your start in chess boxing? Like, what was it that attracted you first?
So basically, I was into boxing first. I used to play boxing. I was into boxing since last 4 to 5 years, and then suddenly my coach told me you should try this sport as it was growing. It's not grown up that much, but it is growing now. So my coach told me you should try this sport as it combines of chess as well as boxing. So you might try it, and I decided to go for one tournament, and luckily, I just won a gold medal in that tournament, and that was
Wow.
the start of my journey.
Like, that's an amazing start. Like, playing your first tournament and you're just getting the gold medal. So, how exactly did your chess connection come in, so to say? Like, how did you get interested in chess?
So chess, like I used to play, but normally with my family. Like my mom and my brother used to play with me. And in lockdown duration, I used to watch all the streams of Summer and everyone. So it was like I was related to chess, but I wasn't playing it professionally or something. But once I started my chess boxing journey, I started training myself professionally. So
That's great to know.
एक सेकंड अबोदय, स्पीकर जब स्नेहा बात करे उसको सेंटर में रख दो ना, हम लोगों को साइड में कर दो.
Yeah, would be great that way actually. तो फिर उनको फोकस भी रहेगा.
भाई एक मिनट भाई.
Yes.
You just continue. I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
How?
Uh,
That's good, that's good.
so Sneha, tell us about your boxing journey. When did you learn that thought that you will take up boxing? Because boxing, I don't think, is the first preference of generally not the first preference of any girl, especially an Indian girl. So tell us about that story. I think there will be many other girls who might be inspired from you.
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
So, boxing, like I used to love boxing, but as you said, like we don't really have many clubs in boxing. Like we don't have more clubs in Mumbai so far. And I wanted to do it, but I used to play badminton first, and then suddenly I got switched to boxing because it was something I cannot stay without. And I just wanted to prove myself to everyone. Like it's like when you say boxing, um, we consider it as a male dominant sport, but I just wanted to prove this wrong because it's nothing like power or something in boxing. It's like you should have game sense. If you have game sense, if you have enough tactics, you do it. So that's why I wanted to prove everyone, and I just love the sport a lot. So I wanted to do it, and I started it long back, like 5 to 6 years before. And at that time, I didn't get any medal for 1 to 2 years. I didn't get any medal in boxing, and that was like a downfall for me. But I didn't give up because boxing, you cannot predict. We cannot predict like what is gonna happen in the ring. So sometimes a newcomer can also beat a professional player. So um, those are the challenges I went through, and I trained myself to be stronger. And yeah, now I am, like pretty confident about my game and my sport.
Right. So when someone asks you like what is your exact sport of like preference in which sport, would you say boxing or chess boxing? What is it right now?
So boxing is my basic game. Like I started with boxing, and
Yeah.
like I cannot forget boxing. Like in chess boxing, also I am because of boxing.
Yes.
So I will select both of them, but
Okay.
I love boxing more.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense also because I think in terms of like the growth of the sport, I don't think India is maybe that popular. I myself got to know about the sport first time when actually Aditya Das from our team he covered one event
Yeah,
in
Same here.
yeah,
Same here.
that was the first time I got to know about this sport, and some wonderful videos are there in our channel if anyone wants to check out. I think one video even Saga did some commentary. Or yeah, that was a very nice one. But from what I did some slide searching about this sport, and from what I understand that it is quite a popular sport in actually Europe. In
yeah,
Germany, I think it's very popular from what I
right.
see. And there are a lot of pro players as well who are playing. And, so, like for chess boxing, do you have a separate coach, or like does your boxing coach help you with it, and there's a special chess coach? How exactly does that work?
No, no, no. So boxing is a different type of training because it's physical training, right?
Yes,
So it
yes,
is connected to mental strength, I mean, the mental tactics also. But boxing is totally different than chess. So I have two different timings of chess trainings and boxing trainings as well. So I cannot do both of them together for my
yeah,
trainings. But tournament, yes, definitely, you have to play together.
yeah. So, for our viewers who maybe do not know the format of the sport, from what I understand, it starts with a round of chess,
Right.
and you have to finish it between a set amount of time, right? Between 3 or 4 minutes.
3 minutes.
That's your 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And if the game ends in that moment, like you checkmate within 3 minutes, then I believe you have already won. But if you cannot finish the game, then it goes to boxing, then chess, then boxing, and so it goes on, right?
Right, right. So it's like
So
an alternate rounds of chess and boxing, which starts with chess.
right. Okay, so you have to have some knowledge of chess so that you do like you have to at least play for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and
Right,
it goes the same in boxing, I believe, right? That you have to like know some boxing at least so that you can stay in the ring for 3 minutes,
right.
right? So I saw some videos also, and I believe there's a website called ChessBoxing, which is I believe the global, like, big,
Yeah, it's chess boxing India for Indian and world chess boxing, which is
yes.
global.
Right, and they have some awesome fixtures, and I believe actually I was working on one article which actually another content creator from our team recently just published. It is about Nongsha Ango. You might
Yeah,
have heard of it. Yeah, he
yeah.
was actually he is right now working for ChessBase, and he actually had some pretty awesome achievements. I would say he won the World Cup, and then I believe he also won the Asian Championship.
Asian Championship. Yeah.
So he will be competing in the World Championships in Italy in October,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So like, can you tell us a little bit about like your role model sort of in boxing and also let's say in chess?
My role models, like two different sport, two different role models, but for chess I can say I actually admire Vidit Gujarati. Like I love the way he handles the situation and everything. Like I have been following him. I know his meditation and everything, whatever he is doing. I I mean I admire him, and like if you say role model in chess, it's definitely Vidit. And in boxing, I must say Mary Kom, because she's the one who always teaches never to give up. Like you can see, like she is still playing. She is almost 35, I guess. Not sure, but she is still doing. I mean, she is still continuing the process, the hard work, and everything. So she's definitely my role model in boxing.
And she has achieved lots,
A
She's
lot.
also
inspiration.
a mother, I guess, right?
Yes, she is a
Yes.
mother.
So I had one
Yeah,
question.
Yes.
Can you take us through your process? I mean, how do you like? What is your routine like? How do you train your boxing? How do you train your chess?
So, boxing is like every day. I train myself twice a day in the morning as well as in the evening. Uh, Chess, I used to do 3 times a day before, but now as you go near to the competition, like next month I have my tournament. So, as you go nearby, I have to train more. So, I started training chess daily. So, but sometimes like it depends on the mental state also. So because chess you cannot just keep doing it. So I work out every day along with chess. um, and yeah, like for chess, either I go with the morning training or after my boxing workout, because um, I don't have to really just play chess. I have to do it along with boxing, because when it comes to the third round of chess boxing, when you get hit and when you have to actually face the chessboard, you don't understand anything what's happening on the chessboard. So you have to be prepared with that also. So it's like I have made a plan, like after my boxing workout, I go with the chess training. So it helps me to get ready in the ring as well.
Is there any specific strategy you use? Like, because if you're training for boxing, you train for boxing and you train separately for chess. But in the tournament, you have to play them simultaneously, right? Like in between the rounds. So do you have some like first round में हार जाऊंगा, मतलब not हार जाऊंगा, but you'll have something, right? Like may I go with the boxing or something like that? Do you have some strategy during the game?
I used to have this strategy because I was a boxer first, so I used to play chess only to survive. And like I used to, yeah, that was my strategy before. But as you go, like this strategy works only when you are playing for district or state championships. This doesn't work when you represent your country or
Correct.
like nationals or anything. So you have to be prepared in chess as well as boxing, because if you are doing only one sport, like either of the sport, it will not result into your like whatever you want to. So I prefer you should be trained in chess as well as boxing if you are planning for a long term result in this sport.
Correct.
Yeah, but I had a very I thought about this a little bit, and let's say a very good chess boxing player is facing a strong grandmaster. Let's say, okay. So how exactly will that go? So let's say you start off with playing chess,
Right.
and of course the grandmaster will maybe be stronger in chess than this chess boxing player. I'm assuming here. Of course, he can also be quite strong. But let's say the grandmaster will have higher strength in chess. So won't that affect the balance of the match? If someone is uh, better in one than the other, let's say someone is also very good in boxing, won't that affect the balance of the match?
When you talk about balance, like I think in 3 minutes you cannot checkmate the opponent, right? So if you're talking about a grandmaster in chess and he is about to start the match, I don't think so he will be able to checkmate in first 3 minutes itself. So it will go eventually to the boxing round, and like that might slightly unlink the flow of the game, right? So it is balanced. Like you cannot give a priority to chess player or a boxing player. Yes, of course, if you are good in chess, you can try. Like if your opponent is like, if the opponent is new enough, then you might checkmate in the first 3 minutes itself. But when you go for a higher level, like nationals or internationals, you definitely cannot checkmate in the first 3 rounds, first 3 minutes. So it eventually goes with boxing, and then there is a balance in the sport.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, once your level goes up, you have to be equally strong in both the things.
Right. And it's not rapid, like it's not like you can take as much time to think in the chess move, right? It's blitz, you have to be fast enough on the board also. So
So there's one thing I want to add here if people don't understand that when she said that it will not be possible for a grandmaster to checkmate in 3 minutes. as a chess mentality, what comes to our mind is that I have 3 minutes, opponent has 3 minutes, I can blitz and I can save time. It's not that. It's total of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can take 1 minute of the time and think for one move and go into. So I am facing Magnus Carlsen and I am a good boxer. I will take 2.5 minutes to play one move. I don't
That's
care. I know I will punch him, but I
Can
have to be confident. I have to be confident because Magnus is also a strong, like an athlete.
yeah, yeah.
But at least I have some chance there. I
That's
can
true.
somehow hit a punch, but not a checkmate. So
yeah.
that is something that we should understand. But before we further go on, there are some questions, Sneha, I would like you to answer.
Yeah.
Mr.
Rajva.
Rajvardhan has asked that where do you think you will finish the match, on the board or in the ring? So, like in your career, how many times have you won with checkmate, and how many times in with knockouts? If you have to like give a rough
Which
figure.
one do you enjoy the most? Like, do you want to finish someone with a checkmate or with a knockout?
I have definitely won most of my matches in boxing. So
Okay.
yeah, like sometimes like 2 or 3 matches I won in checkmate also in the first round itself. But most of my matches I won in the boxing.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Raghav, for the message. And KP has asked who inspired you.
In maybe in chess boxing, he means.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I mean for chess boxing, I will totally say it's my coach who told me, uh, who inspired me. But when you actually come into the game, like when I actually started, because my coach was a boxing coach, right? He wasn't related to any chess boxing or anything. But when I actually started playing my chess boxing games, our president, like chess boxing president Montudas sir, he himself told me that you will be a good player in chess boxing, and he, like he motivated me for the very first tournament, and I was also awarded as the best boxer of the tournament. So that inspired me a lot throughout.
Great. And just before we go on to the next section, I just wanted to show this to the audience so that everybody can have an idea who Sneha is.
Bhai, bhai,
She
bhai.
might be looking like that on the screen, but this is Sneha.
Oh wow. Yeah. And I believe we have Ankit Dalal in the background
Yes,
commentating.
yes. So yes, that's Neha for you, and you understand that she is not the not actually the person you think she is. She is a fighter, and not only she's a sex boxer. I would ask Sneha to also mention her other achievements and what else you do.
So I have completed my engineering. I am an computer engineer, and I used to play badminton. I participated in nationals, and then after my leg injury, I switched to boxing. But meanwhile, I also did some marathons. Like I run 5 and 10 kilometers, and yeah, that's me. Like I am into sports since childhood. Like that is the thing that I cannot go with. The
Amazing. Amazing. There's one more question I would like to take from Omkar, that he mentioned that a boxer can knock out the chess player in 3 minutes. Yes, Omkar, that's why the format is chess boxing
right.
and not boxing chess. So the first round, so there are 5 rounds. The first round is chess of 3 minutes and 3 minutes of boxing. So even if you are a boxer, you have to play the first game of chess for 3 minutes. And as
Yeah.
Neha mentioned, I have seen a grandmaster play a chess boxing game in front of me. It's not that easy to checkmate, because what I have understood is that the chess boxing community may not know how to attack, but they know how to defend. So
Right.
they will very, it was very difficult. If you have some tricks in your bucket, then it's okay, but otherwise. And I've also seen one of the guys, I think you remember, from Ahmedabad, he part he checkmate
Pasha.
Pasha.
checkmate
Yeah.
one of the opponents. So that is, it's not that it's impossible, but yes, you have to, like, there are many chess like boxers who know basics of chess. They will defend so much that you will get very little chance, and in so much light, in so much pressure, in 3 minutes, it's not that easy always. So yes, there's a bit of both. So Sneha, coming to you, I have a question that when you were given the proposal of like moving to chess boxing from boxing, and chess is something, as you mentioned, that you have only played at your home, like
Right.
professionally is some completely different. People take years to even go into to professional tournaments like nationals, to play nationals. So what was your journey? What was your first thought that how I don't know chess, how am I going to play the chess player? But you had your in your mind that the person you will be opposing is also coming from the same background. They are not like, I think I remember Anchit was there, who was a like,
Unsafe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Anchit, I remember, who was a proper chess player,
Chess
and
player.
he, I think Anchit was one of the guys in that tournament. He, I think, did not, I think, went to one round of boxing. Others, he just finished off his opponents. So that also can happen. I think that happened a lot of times also. So how was your like journey from like being an absolutely pure boxer to being a chess boxer?
Right. So, um, I mean, I wasn't confident enough in chess before. Like, I played in a normal, like, I used to play with my mom and my brother, as I told before. But when you know, like, I used to play online also, but when you actually go and play on a physical board, the the total vision completely changes. And firstly, I used to be very blank. My coach used to give me a basic tactic, like just go and just avoid the four move steps or anything, like just normal. You can push the pawns and try to get into the boxing round. But like when you can easily identify a chess player, he will be like pretty much confident with his move. And when you talk about chess, in chess boxing, you also have to go legal. Like you should do legal moves. Like three illegal moves is disqualification. So you have to be equally important. Like you should be aware of the moves also, what type of moves you are playing. And I have faced a lot difficulties in chess. Like I am boxing, I am aggressive, but I chess taught me how to become how to be calm, and like how to handle the situations and everything. Like it has boosted me. It gave me definitely good qualities. And I overcome this fear by my trainings, because practice is the only thing that makes you perfect. So I used to be, I wasn't that confident before in my previous tournament. I just used to push my pawns and just go and wait for my boxing round. So I'll be, but then again, like if you don't beat her in the boxing, again, you have to face her in the chess. So that is again a difficult situation. So to avoid all this thing, I started my chess training, and now I am pretty much confident. And like if you tell me to play with anyone, I am ready to face anyone, right? So again, I'll just say the same thing. Like practice is the only thing that keeps me doing. If I leave my practice or something, I face the confidence level that will just decrease or something like that happens. So if you are in the practice, if you're doing good, like absolutely the game goes well.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about practice, even in chess or let's say any other sport. But like you were a pure boxer before, and now you're into chess boxing. So, like, have you thought about playing some more regular chess tournaments, so to say, to experience the whole spectrum?
Right. Yes, definitely. I will be playing some chess tournaments henceforth, because that would definitely help me in the, like world championships or something, because world championship, all players are rated players. So I have to equally be ready for my fights. So I'll be playing chess tournaments as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are looking forward to it. We will love to see you in action. And I mean, that also will be completely different from even chess boxing or boxing in general, because chess tournaments, there's white halls and everyone is sitting, and it's a completely different vibe, as I can imagine, because it's very quiet. And in a chess boxing tournament, I mean, the whole setup is different, right? Because you have people who are standing beside you as spectators, and this is one thing which chess does not have. At least traditional chess tournaments, we do not have any spectator. It's a very quiet feeling and very peaceful, so to say. What would you think are some of, like, let's say, the challenges you will face in a chess tournament, and how do you plan on overcoming them?
So what I do basically in chess is like I keep on rushing the things because I am used to it. I am used to play chess boxing, so I keep rushing the things. I don't focus and think because we don't get enough time to do that. So basically, in chess, I might face these difficulties. Like I have to be quiet and patient, and like make the move, think about the next 5 or 10 moves, and then make a move. So that might be challenging to me, but definitely I'll be working on it. I am working on it right now, and I will be good. I mean, I'll be definitely a good chess player as well.
That's amazing. And I just had one more point to add, which actually Sneha just talked about a little bit ago. So regarding this thing of illegals, this three illegal thing, I believe it is quite important in the game, because if it goes on for multiple rounds, like 5 or 6 rounds, after each boxing round, from what I understand, your thinking capability will decrease somewhat, because you will get more tired, and you will have more chances in time scramble to also make an illegal move. So whoever is in better mental shape after like 4 or 5 rounds of this boxing and chess and to and fro, they would be the winner. And do lot of games end like that, like with some illegal moves, or let's say a fair amount of games?
So if you have three illegal moves, the game stops itself over there. So
Right.
the opponent wins the game. So that's why I told you, right? I mean, when you're practicing chess boxing, you don't really have to practice chess and boxing differently. It would be great if you practice chess right after boxing because when you get hit, you will understand like it's not an easy task to make a move again. Like if a chess player is starting chess boxing, so facing this because chess players are not used to like play chess inside a ring or something, so that might be difficulties faced by the chess players as well.
That's true. Aditya, I think you were to say something.
Tell me a little bit about the chess boxing culture in India. Like, how big is the community? How many players are there, and how easy or difficult it is to go and play tournaments outside?
So I mean, before it wasn't that big, but now yes. Like just because the famous YouTuber Ludwig, so he
Yes.
started the Mogul Championship and everything. So it is boosting in India, and the founder of chess boxing, so Ipe Rubin, he is a very dear friend to our president Montu Das sir. So like we have the president itself in India, right? So that is giving us more chances and opportunities to like take the sport on a different level. And yes, like before there were not much tournaments, but now like chess boxing India is organizing many tournaments so that we don't really lag behind in the world championship. Like we do have very good chess boxers from India, and when it comes to chess boxing, India is like basically you can say it's leading like since last few years. So last year also we got the team championship. So he is absolutely doing his best. He is arranging some practice sessions, and he is also conducting some good matches. We do have some good teams from Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So these people are very good in chess, you can say. So now the participation is more like before it was like I will play 1 or 2 matches and I'll just qualify for my next level. But now I have to play the elimination round and then pre-quarters, quarters, and semis like that. So it's growing. It's definitely growing now.
What do you think can give a boost to chess boxing, in your opinion? At least in India.
I think so. I think the chess player should also participate and see how is the vibe over here, like how chess boxing is going on, because I think that would definitely help the participant and the community also to grow the sport. And it's easy, right? I mean, chess player can easily play the first round, but for boxing, I believe that chess player should also be physically fit, right? So if you're physically fit, you can make sure you are I mean, you're playing the boxing round also. So I think chess players should come and participate in chess boxing. That would definitely make a good participation in India.
Which
Because
grandmaster or chess player? Sorry, yeah, continue.
yeah, no, I was just about to say that India is very good in chess, and we do have amazing grandmasters over here. So I think they should also join the chess boxing community.
I was just going to
Yeah, I
ask the
think I
same.
think there are many players who I have met who have shown interest in chess boxing, but I think there's always a thing like if I have to play tomorrow, I will always think what if I have an injury and my maybe my chess career will not be hampered for that injury because chess is thankfully a sport which can be played in almost every condition. Like
Right.
I just need a brain to work. I mean, there are players who have proven around the world. They have, I think I forgot the name, who became a latest IM, or I think he qualified
He's
to be.
from Poland, I believe.
Yes, yes.
I don't exactly remember the name as well. Let me quickly search if I can find out because that was a very inspiring story.
Absolutely, and we have met players in India who, like, there's a player called Vaibhav Gautam
Yeah.
who is like 90 to 92% disabled, and but he is playing a game of chess, and he is a rated player. He plays international tournaments, so that's how chess is. But again, in a normal mind, like in a normal family, nobody like wakes up to be to choose an odd job. Everybody like goes with the traditional. So, what do you think can change so that a child can tell that to his or her parents that I want to become a chess boxer, not a chess player, not a boxer, but a chess boxer? What do you think can change, or will it still remain that boxers? I feel that if I am not a great boxer to go and like maybe participate in international boxing tournaments, maybe I'm not that level, but I can participate in a chess boxing tournament which might not have the best boxers in the world. So what do you think should change?
Um, so I think um, s- so basically, when you talk about chess boxing, it it will not always have a world class international boxer or a world class chess player, right?
Mhm.
So it's, I mean, we cannot predict this sport and we cannot predict the result as well. One might end up in a draw or one might end up in a knockout. But when it comes to a child that wants to choose chess boxing, I think the chess players may have a mindset that we just have to sit and play the game. But you also have to be physically involved in a sport. So I think this might be a good option if the person wants to play chess or maybe boxing. So this might help because it consists the mind as well as the physical abilities. So I think this would be great combination. But again, if you are asking international, like you said, the chess players, they don't want to get hit, or I mean, it depends on person. So when it comes to chess boxing also, you have all the protection, like you have all the safety gears and everything. Also, if the person is getting hit, the referee stops the bout itself. So that's not, it's not that scary. Like if you are into the game, you have to
Just
like
one second, just I want to interrupt. Has the stream paused?
Yeah, probably I think there's a lag or something. Can you check? Is it?
Chat, can you tell us if you can watch the stream
There's a
because I
lag
cannot.
something, but I'm not sure how. My internet connection is fine.
Now it's up. Now it's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Now we are back. We are back. Yes,
Really,
I believe.
I can't see the preview.
No, it's coming back and forth, it seems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we have dropped somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, just to take that cue, there's a question from Sarah who asked that how many tournaments do you play in a year?
In a year, we do have some state championship, national championship, Asian championship, world championship, Indian Open, and world championship, like 5 to 6 tournaments.
Okay, and is there a place that it is shown live or as of now, no?
Uh, yes, I mean, we do have the YouTube channel, like the Asian championship was also live.
Hmm.
They had a Paytm Insider, like they
Oh,
had a
okay.
tie up with the Kalanai.
Okay.
So yeah, like ChessBox India also had some videos of our matches, right?
Yeah, yeah. That
Yes,
tournament which Aditya covered, I believe he had a lot of
right,
videos.
right.
Inter-
I think it would be interesting to do it live. I don't know how it can be done, but I think we can definitely try something that we can have a live chess boxing tournament where Sagar or maybe Samay and both can commentate, and I think it will be fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, but I believe it will require also a lot of more people involved in the effort because okay, in chess tournament they are the static, but here they're moving around. So the camera people have also like they have to keep moving around, and I believe I'm not so sure, but maybe videography will be slightly more difficult. But definitely it will be very interesting to see because these two sports combined. Also, people from the other sport will come over. So boxing people who do not know chess, they will maybe come and watch. Chess people who are not that interested in boxing, they will also watch. So it will be
I
an
think
interesting.
I think the tournament I did not follow, but I think the Botes sisters with
yeah,
Dina against Dina and all I think they organized some tournaments and it got great viewership. I think there's no reason why we can't do it. I think after Global Chess League we can have a Global Chess Boxing League also.
right.
Why not?
We'll do
And
deathmatch boxing.
Yeah.
yeah, I
In,
think okay, Sneha, if you had to select one female opponent,
Yeah, I was exactly going to ask the same. Not
right?
chess boxing. If someone from the
No,
chess
no,
world,
obviously chess
Obviously, chess
boxing,
boxing, yeah. It
not
has to
chess,
be
right?
fair.
Not chess, not boxing.
Right.
yeah,
We cannot ask Mary Kom to come and play against her, and we cannot ask Humpy to come and play against her.
no,
that's
I
true.
mean, who is the dream opponent? I was just asking. Like, कोई
Yeah,
तो रहेगा ना if she wanted someone to
So
play.
in India, when you talk, I really want to challenge Tanya because she's of
ah,
my weight category. Like we both have a similar structural body, so it's like like 50-50, and she's a good chess player, so we can be a good match. So I want to play against her
so
somehow.
Abudaya, you should clip this and send it to Tanya and
Challenging for definitely.
challenge,
Yeah.
tag challenge.
Basically, this is an open challenge. How would you like to respond? We would like to know.
I
Yeah, this
think
would be.
Tanya is a great choice. I think even I don't know like you mentioned that you train every day. I don't know if Tanya trains every day because of her schedule, but I understand that she's a very fit person. So I
Yeah.
think it will be a great fight up. Like you are pro at boxing, she's pro at chess. So there's one deficiency, one like plus point in both of you. I think yeah, it's very nice. And boys like men's section, which two people do you want to compete?
So first with the Gujarati, because again the weight category and everything, mentioning everything, I'll go with it. And second, I really want to play against Samiran. I don't know why,
He's
but
not
I
a
just
chess
want to
player.
play against him. I mean, it's like I mean, I told you also in Kolkata, right? That I really want to play with him against him. So that's my two choices, like Vidit and Samay.
Yeah, would be awesome to see Samay play actually.
So, I mean, I am thinking, what if there's a tag team match, you Tanya versus Samay Vidit, or like crisscross, like you Vidit versus Samay and Tanya, like something like that. I think.
Yeah.
No,
Tag.
chess will
Chess
be
would be
yeah.
right.
So I think we can have some great formats.
Yeah, tag
I
team should
think
be. It's interesting, no?
tag
Now
team.
we
I
have
think
norm.
tag team. I think will be very interesting. Like first like 3 minutes we can bifurcate. First 90 minutes one will play, then other
30 seconds.
guys, yeah, other guys will come and sit in the position and have to play that.
Or it
And
can be like they have to play. Otherwise, some other one person will play only the boxing and other person will play the chess.
No, no, no.
maybe
No.
one, see, like in chess you can not, you can just move pawns and not play any attacking chess. Like in
Right.
boxing also you can like run around
Run
and
around,
defend.
yeah,
Yes, yes, I have
exactly.
seen that. Like if you're a good chess player, you have to avoid
Then
getting
no one
knocked
will
out.
win then.
No, that's why there is a time limit on the chess game.
Yeah,
Yes.
You have 3 minutes in total. It will eventually run out.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
And in
for
boxing
example, if
also.
you have a losing position and you are completely confident you will knock out the person in the boxing ring, you will just
Yes.
stop. You will
Yeah.
wait for 2 minutes. No? If yeah, if worst comes to worst, so to say.
So
Right,
that's
but in boxing also you have to give three, like RSC, like it's the counting. So you have to beat the person three times and then the game stops. So it's not even easy in boxing.
Yeah. And
okay. So
just one
then,
more
yeah,
point I wanted to add actually. So this person I was talking about, who recently became a IM, his name is Lucas Novak.
yeah, Lucas.
And he has spinal muscular atrophy, and he is unable to move nearly all his body. And it's just amazing. He has a live rating of 2408 right now. It's phenomenal and an inspiration for everyone out there. Like, if you have any excuses, you better stop having any excuses. There are no excuses, so to say. This is amazing. And another update is Vidit Gujarati is playing right now in the Turkish league. He's doing quite well, I believe.
Yes.
And he is right now world number 25 with a live rating of 2724.
I
So,
think Vidit needs to up his boxing game very quickly.
in chess, he's doing well, and but boxing he needs some work. Yeah.
I think he's also very fit. No, he.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, he is.
yes, yes. I think there are many chess players who are very fit. I have seen like chess players with abs and all. They
There's
go
a
to the gym
Indian chess player.
regularly.
Also, he's a bodybuilder or something. I've seen somewhere.
But I think
Yeah,
it's equally important. Like the physical thing is also equally important in chess because one cannot just sit and keep playing. Like if you are active enough, then you might get a good chess game also, I guess.
right. There's a question by Sachin. I missed it. That what advice would you give to someone who is interested in starting their journey in chess boxing?
So, if one wants to start the chess boxing journey, you can definitely go for it because we do really want good players from our country, and you need to be equally the only advice I will definitely give to everyone is you need to be equally balancing the chess and boxing. Like he cannot just be confident in one sport because that will not take you to a higher level. So it will eventually stop when you get a good opponent. So you have to equally train both the sport, and that is the challenging thing in this game because you have to train for two sports together.
Right. Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
just want to show something here to the audience. If you get time, please do check Sneha's socials. So there is this video. So so this is like early in the morning. You are like working out, and so is this like your regular routine? Like you
Yes.
go to the gym or you go to like fields and do like shadow boxing and all. There are like many videos like you are training alone. These are so nice, and this is like so inspiring for people like us who like tend to sleep late and who don't work out.
Yes.
What advice would you like to give to us?
Um, so, like my trainings, like boxing, you can say it's a individual sport. Like one has to train himself, but you do really require partners also for boxing, for reflexes training and everything. So you do require partners, but if you want to do it, you should definitely do it. That is the only thing I'll say. Like if you want to achieve something in life, you should go for it, and there are no excuses, as Himang said. No excuses. If you really wish for it, you should like stay positive, You also have to make a nice group. You have to surround yourself with good people who will definitely boost you and motivate you. And yeah, I mean, that's how your journey starts. And once you start with that flow, you will definitely become a stronger version each day.
Yeah, definitely. I think I just wanted to know a little bit about Sneha, your like your family and so to say your parents, who of course have supported you so much in this journey. And how was it for you? Like, how was it? How was their role in your career so far? How has it been?
Right. So my mom is like very supportive. She was also a kabaddi player, and she never denied me for anything. Like I have missed my computer, I have missed my engineering semester papers also, just
Wow.
because to go and participate in my games. So I think family support is equally important for an athlete, because if you have a good support from your family, you don't have to worry about the things. And like she used to take me to the tournaments. She used to like she is also the one who makes sure that I have a good diet, right? So they are supportive. My brother is also supportive. He is not over here right now. He is in UK. He's pursuing his masters, but definitely he always gives me a call before my tournaments, and he's the one I can like go. I can go and talk about my matches, and I can share anything with him. So family support for me is amazing. Like they have never denied me for anything. So yeah, I think for an athlete this is more important.
Yeah, definitely, because like it all starts at home, right? Of course,
Right.
professional coaching and everything that comes later, but parental support does come before. Now, I would like to ask you about this thing. So, in India, and okay, we are talking about India only here. So, there's a concept that girls should not be involved in, let's say, much more physical sports, and they are generally encouraged to, let's say, just study or like do something which is not so physical in nature, just work some a job in which there is no risk, so to say, physically. So, like, did you ever encounter that problem with your parents or let's say some other relatives? Was that ever a challenge for you?
For my family, no. But when I started with boxing, I came across many stereotypes. Like I wasn't that strong enough, and my weight wasn't good enough. And like people are only to say, and they will keep saying. And I mean, they used to talk a lot, but that just motivated me, and that's why I am here right now. Because if you keep listening to them, you will not achieve anything, right? So eventually they are gonna talk. Like if you do good, they will talk. If you do bad, they will talk. So it make any sense now to me. But when someone wants to start with boxing, like when it comes to a girl or something, sometimes we do have matches at late nights. Like sometimes it's like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So at that time maybe my family plays important role, because my mom is always there to like pick me and make sure that I am doing okay. But even if I'm alone, like she's not worried about it, because that's what who I am now with the boxing training. So I think every girl should do some of the martial art, like just to protect herself, and like gives that will just give you more confidence, I think. So
Yeah, definitely, I agree wholeheartedly. Uh, I think it's very important to break these stereotypes, and it's exactly the reason why we need role models. For
right.
example, Mary Kom is such a big role model in boxing for women. Every women sports person is a role model in that way. And okay, Abhyuda, Rajat Gatade is saying fix echo. Is there an echo issue? Can you check? Not
For
sure
now,
actually.
I'm not sure, bro.
Okay,
Uh,
when Abhuda is checking it, I am just showing one thing as Sneha mentioned about community. I just remembered while I was going through what we were supposed to, what we are going to talk today and all. I remember this photograph. I'll just Sure.
One second, one second. Do,
So this is the photograph. So I don't know if Sneha remembers it or not, but this is the first instance when I saw Sneha, and it was like I don't know if it was the second or third day, I don't remember. So as far as I remember correctly, this is Madhavi, or
Yes, she is
yeah,
Madhvi.
Madhavi
Sultan.
on the like inside the ring, and that is Sneha. So when I saw Madhavi that she was going to come to play and all, and I'm setting up the board, setting up the camera where I'll record and all, and I saw Sneha outside the ring, and she's like you can do it, you can like go and do it and all. I thought my first instance was like, okay, so she looks too young to be a coach, so it's great that boxing players, chess boxers have such young coaches. And then I saw Madhvi play, and she outplayed her opponent, and she went out, and there was an entire team outside waiting. So I was like, oh, this is so nice. Like in chess, we do not often see this. Like if somebody has won, they go out alone. They have lost, they go out alone. So I thought that it's a great community. And then I saw that Sneha is also a player. And she is also going to compete in the same event and all, and that was very new to me, because I have never seen like whatever it is. I'm sure that you guys like compete in the same level, and for the maybe sometimes for the even for the same prize. But to have this kind of a team where I as an outsider could not understand that you are not a team, and and you are also a competitor in the competition. So tell us about it. How did this bonding happen, and is this like a very normal thing in your community? Because this is not like I have not seen like people who will like Roger Federer and Nadal will go and have a beer and then go and play. Like maybe after the game they do, but not before the round. I have not
Right.
seen that. So tell us about it.
So, when I talk about Madhvi, she is my very dear friend. Like, we started our boxing together, and we trained together. Like, for chess boxing, also, we trained together. And she is also one of the reason why I started chess boxing, because she played before me. So she used to play before, and then I started my chess boxing journey. So uh, the bond between me and her is totally different, because we do share a lot many similar things in life. And in boxing, you should always have at least someone who motivates you on the ring. So she's the one who I will listen to when I am playing it on the ring only. I mean, even if like there are five players in my corner, the only voice I'll hear is Madhvi's voice. So you have someone, like when you do boxing, you have someone that you trust, and she knows my game sense, and she knows how I exactly play. She knows how to handle my pressure and everything. So like we have spent a lot of time together. So I mean, that's why whenever she has her bout, I will be there in her ring, and whenever I have my bout, she'll be there in my ring. But this is my case. But generally in chess boxing also, we do have players. Like we have a total team, and we are trained to support and to boost each other. Even if one is losing the game, it's fine. Like it's just a game. You can be stronger in the next tournament, but the team spirit is what makes the team stand outside. So I think chess boxing is something like this. It's like a family. Like even though I have my tournament, I like some other team players might also come and cheer me. So this doesn't usually happen in chess, because like if you're playing for one group, you have to stick with that group, right? But in chess boxing, anyone, like everyone has their own favorite player. So anyone comes and like if you actually experience this in the chess boxing game, you will feel good. Like it's like a lot many players standing besides you in the ring, and this gives you more confidence, I think.
And I don't think it is very common even in boxing, right? Because this is something I believe it is unique to just boxing. Because
Right.
even in boxing, we see the, for example, I remember the pre-game interviews of like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, and they were just dissing each other. They were talking wild things about each other, and even in like during the boxing games, it was very, Ali has his own team of people who will support him during the match, and other people have their other teams. So, but in chess boxing, there is a very nice thing that everyone supports each other. But
Right.
talking a little bit about the team format, you mean, so how exactly, like when you go to compete in a tournament, let's say like the World Cup or the Asian Championships. So, like, is it like India has a separate team and there are 5 or 6 chess boxing players, or how is it exactly?
Yeah, so it depends on the weight categories. So we do have different weight categories like lightweight, featherweight. Whoever gets gold medal in that particular weight category is being selected to represent our national team. So when you're talking about world championship or something, we have to qualify for that level first, and then we have India team that goes and plays for the world championship.
Right. So, in the team, there will be, let's say, 5 players. So, it's sort of like a chess team tournament, also, like where we have 5 or 6 boards in a tournament, and like there are matches, right, between each of these category players. And
Right.
whoever gets the most amount of matches, they will proceed to the next round, sort of like that.
So it's not round lobby in chess boxing. It's direct elimination. If you lose, you lose.
Okay, so you're out immediately.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so
So,
that's an. Go
yeah,
ahead, please.
Himang, if you want to add to that question, anything.
No, no, I was just saying that. You can go ahead.
Okay, like as you mentioned, as you mentioned that there are a lot of tactics involved in boxing. Uh, I find a little bit of similarity between chess and boxing, but not much because I have not delved deep into boxing. But I find that there are so many things that can be similar, like mental fitness, like as you mentioned that you can read your opponent is a chess player or not, so that is like reading your opponent very well. In chess what happens is that generally in top level chess, players are very well prepared for their opponent. Like they study maybe sometimes thousands of games they go through and
Right.
prepare against them. Tell us a little bit about boxing. Is it similar in boxing also? I understand in like in I have not followed boxing that well, but in cricket and football, I think everybody prepares for like who their opponent is. If I am a batting team, I will see who the bowlers are, which is the new bowler, what is his strength and not. So tell us about boxing. Do you also do that, or like in nationals, you are not exactly aware that who are you going to face, or that does not happen?
Right. So when you're talking about other games, yes, we can definitely make a plan. But for boxing, you cannot make a plan because you're not aware what exactly your opponent is going to start with. Like if I decide I'll start with a right punch, and what if she also starts with a right punch, and that will not make any sense, right? So it
Oh,
totally depends on the situation, what exactly you're facing, right? So that's why, like, I think this is similar with chess also. Like, even if you're making a plan, like you kind of made one plan to execute the game, and what if your player plays exactly opposite of it,
mm,
right? So might be you might have a backup plan also, but
Mm.
in boxing that's not the case, because a new boxer can directly come and attack you, like you will not even understand what's happening in the ring. But like a professional boxer will be playing the four punches only, left, right, and the hooks and uppercuts. But again, like, you cannot predict what is going to happen, so you have to be ready. You will, you will prepare for the combinations, but what combination and what timing you have to beat, that will be decided on the boxing. So one cannot predict what is going to happen on the boxing.
Like so, in chess, we have sort of like to categorize between players. We generally term them as, let's say, aggressive players or solid players. So in boxing, is it like sort of the same where you have some players who are maybe aggressive and some players who are let's on the defensive side a bit much?
Right. It's not aggressive and defensive in boxing. It's like the range. Like, let's say if I am taller than my opponent, I will play a back foot game. Like, I'll maintain my range and I will hit it. But if I'm shorter than my opponent, then I have to attack. Right. So it's like different types of attacks that you have to practice. But again, you cannot predict what the opponent is going to play. What if the opponent plays the back foot? Then I have to attack. So I have to be equally ready with my backup move also.
So it's sort of an all-round preparation you have to do, right? Otherwise, it
Right.
doesn't make sense.
Right. Sometimes a good boxer get nervous, and like sometimes the punches are not that well in the boxing ring. So again, it depends. Like sometimes even if you're not in good training, you can go and easily win a match. So it depends on the mindset also. So what is happening around you? So like, how, I don't know if you have seen Maricom or not, but there's one short like a clip of it where she falls down and she remembers all the things that is happening with her normal life. So it is equally important to um, like be focused and be mentally prepared before going to the ring, because that makes a lot changes in the boxing ring, I think.
Do you have any pre-game rituals or something like that before going to the game? Like, do you do something specific so that how?
I won't talk to anyone before my bout. Like,
Ah,
I won't talk to anyone. Like, even if it's something urgent or something, I will ask my friends to answer it or something. But I won't talk to anyone before my bout. I'll just quietly listen to music. I'll be alone for some time, and yeah, that is my thing.
what is your go-to music? Like what? Do you listen to rap or to get in the
I'll
mood?
forward you my playlist. So there are many songs like Milka Singh. So there are a lot many motivating songs in that movie. So I definitely go with that songs first.
What do you do after
So
the game? If you have won the game, what do you do? And if you lose, what do you do? Like, how do you cope up and how do you enjoy your win and how do you cope up with your loss?
Uh, I enjoy my loss also because I get to learn things, right? If you're losing, you are experiencing something. So it's not losing, you just get experience, and that makes us more stronger. So after the bout, it's like the pressure is little bit low, but again, like um, it's always good to. I mean, I don't like to lose, so I make sure that I will not lose this game, and I'll definitely give my 100% whatever happens in the ring. So,
Like, how do
yeah,
you?
but
Hmm.
yeah, Abhida, go on.
Yeah, I was just asking, like, do you have any long-term goal or do you make short-term goals? Like, I have to just win this tournament and let's see in the next tournament, or do you have like, I have to play the world championship? Like, do you, how are your goals with the chess boxing?
if you set a long term goal, that will result wins in the short term goals. So
Hmm.
if I dream of Olympics, then I will definitely give my best in my states and my nationals. So my dream is definitely Olympics, and I will make sure that I represent our country in the Olympics, and that definitely gives more strength in your previous level tournaments. So one should always have a long term goal that will definitely help him to achieve the short term goals, I think.
Got great.
That's
Yeah, I know.
Olympics in which sport?
Yeah, I was
Chess
asking the
boxing.
You
same.
can you can you can participate in so
Three
many
games,
sports.
three chess boxing, and chess boxing.
yeah, but
Definitely
we do
chess
need
boxing.
chess. We do need chess and chess boxing both in the Olympics. I don't think we have them right now, but definitely would be a cool addition. Also, in Asian Games, we have chess. We also have boxing, I believe. Why not chess boxing? This would be
Right.
also a good
And I
addition.
think it would be there. Like,
Yeah,
in some years, it might grow, and it might definitely, because I think boxing is going to be banned in the Olympics. I think
Oh,
Oh
so.
wow.
Yeah, so it's a good time to we can like take, because chess is not in Olympics, right?
Yeah, no, it is not. It is not.
So chess boxing has a lot of scope to be in the Olympics, I think.
Okay, I did not know about this boxing ban in Olympics. Like, is it
Yeah,
sort of to promote only professional boxing? Because I've heard that, like, the players who participate in Olympics, I believe they are known as amateur boxers, if I'm not
right,
mistaken.
right.
Right. So, right now, maybe they're only focusing on professional boxing. It's possible.
So it's not, I'm not pretty confident, but this thing happened in the last week only. Like there was some committee and some meetings, and
Okay.
I think 2024 Olympics,
Paris Olympics, right?
they, yeah, they have boxing, but I think 2028 might not have boxing. So,
No, chess boxing definitely would be a very cool addition. I think it's just an awesome spectator sport. Boxing, of course, is, but chess boxing is, I believe, even more interesting. And
right,
always, like when there are two sports combining, new crowd will come. That is the
right,
most important, and it is beneficial for both sports, chess boxing and also chess boxing in general. Would be very
right.
nice. Let me check the chat once if
So I
someone.
don't think there are any new questions, but Sneha just wanted to wrap up soon. And before going, like I wanted to ask you about if you remember your first boxing game and if you want to describe it.
So my first boxing game, I was so nervous, and
What year or
What was
what
your age
was your
first?
category?
it was in 2019, I guess. Yeah, 2019. And I was new to boxing, and that was my very first tournament. And I used to play in the first weight, like 48 to 50. Uh, so I was so nervous because 48 to 50 weight category, people are so fast, and they are so good in reflexes, and I wasn't that prepared enough. And that time I lost, like I lost very bad. But like I had many cuts on my face also, like in boxing you get hit every time. So uh, but I still remember, like it was I wasn't even able to breathe properly because you have to wear the mouth guard and everything. So it is little bit difficult, but when you practice, things becomes easier.
So 2019, you played your first tournament. When did you start practicing, or when did you get into the sport? How many years of training did you do, or months of training?
I took 6 months,
Ah,
6 months for training. Yeah, and after that, I participated in my first tournament. But those 6 months were also like I was very new, and my coach was just teaching me how to stand in the boxing stance. So because stance is very important, basic boxing drills are very important. So you can directly hit, but that's not allowed in boxing. You do have to follow some rules because the referee will just stop the game. You cannot hit anyway. So at least minimum 6 months you have to train yourself to get into boxing, and then you can get into the ring.
so how did that feel? 6 months of training. Like I understand 6 months of training might not be at the best level, but you did your best and you went and you lost. What happened after that?
So when I lost the game, I felt like the 6 months were wasted, and I don't want to continue anymore because I lost in my first round itself. And that was so demotivating for me because, like, you are training yourself for 6 months, and in result, you get this. I told you, like, for 1 year, I didn't get any medal in boxing. But patience is the key again. I mean, my coach, he helped me. He told me that it's okay, like this is the first game. And like the video analyzing also helps you a lot, like what exactly you're doing, and how you should react, also increasing the reflexes and everything. So after that duration, I didn't go for my trainings for a week. Like I totally took a break for a week, and I was like, no, I don't want to play anymore. But then after a while, you understand, like it's not about winning every game. It's about practicing, and the experience matters. So now I have experience of all the fights. So like I know how to play with what type of opponents. So I mean, I feel lucky enough, like not to give up. Like if I had give up on that time, I wouldn't have, reached this stage right now. So I think patience is the key. You just have to have a patience and keep doing whatever you're doing so far.
Absolutely. So you remember your first loss so well. Now that you have played so many tournaments, now when you lose, which one hurts most?
Now when I lose, um, um, again, I don't want to give up. That's the thing I keep telling myself. Like, it's okay. Losing is also part of a game, and it just gives me more strength to work out for the next tournaments. So I feel like I have lost this tournament, so I should rise again, and I should prove everyone that it wasn't me in the last fight. So I want to become a new version. So I think losing the game is equally important. One should understand and one should take up that losing spirit also, because if you lose the games, if you can handle that situation, you can handle the next upcoming tournaments. So now it's like it's okay, like I lost the tournaments, I'll take some time, I'll be back into the ring again. So
So right now, what are your goals in terms of tournaments? What is your target, or what are you focusing on right now?
I am focusing on World Championship now. Last year I secured silver medal. I will definitely make sure I receive gold this year, and that is my main target right now for the World Championship. Also, I want to play it on a professional level. Like I want to play chess boxing on a professional level, where I want to face some amazing opponents. Like they are actually organizing some professional fights also in chess boxing. So if I represent our country on a professional level, that would definitely, boost me as well as the game also. So these are the two things I am focusing right now for my world championship and the professional fights.
Right. So the World Championship will be in October, right? In this year,
Right. It would be in October.
October. And do you have sort of a special team going into it, or how is the feeling right now? Because I think it's only just a few months away.
Right. So, talking about team, we have already done the qualification. Like, Nongsha is also selected for the World Championship. So, we
Yes.
have amazing team this year, and we will definitely try to be. We will definitely give our best, and maybe if we have a camp or something, we might get a good training before our tournaments. So right now we are doing individual training, but always like if you are representing a team, the camp helps you to like connect with the other players more. So
Correct. Yeah, because you will get to know all about them also and how they are preparing. That is one
right,
thing. And
right.
regarding these professional matches which you mentioned, so is it for example, in chess, there's these invitational tournaments, so to say, where you
Right.
are, where if you are a certain level of player, you will get invited to these top level tournaments. Is it sort of the same here, or how is it?
Right. So if you're doing good in your country, like if your results are good, then you get invited for the professional fights.
Okay. So and there you represent your country in
Right.
whatever weight category you are.
Right.
And is there a world ranking system also, like there is in chess? Is there like the number one player in the world or something like that in chess boxing?
Just because it has different weight categories, you cannot because every time each weight category has a different player, right? So talking about the weight categories, like yes, if you are winning the world championship, then you are at rank one for that particular year, and the next year it keeps on changing. Whoever has the championship, but rankings, like you cannot say like I am rank one chess boxer right now. In your weight, yes, definitely. But overall, no.
Yeah, because otherwise it does not make sense because like
Yeah,
you are very good player in your weight category, but otherwise it's a whole different field out there with
right.
other categories.
I think Aditya.
Yeah, so I
Aditya,
think it's a good time to wrap. Thank you, Sneha, so much for sharing your story. And I think that there's a lot more that you have to go out there and achieve. And
definitely.
maybe in the next stream we will meet you again, or maybe who knows, we can have a deathmatch 3.2,
Yeah.
3.1, 3.5 where we can arrange something. I don't know what how the future is shaped, but yes, I think it is going strong, and there are a lot of players who are coming in, and a lot of companies and organizations who are also looking into it. So keep doing what you're doing great, and you have an amazing team that is more important to shine in the world stage. So guys, if you have any closing statements, let's wrap it up, and thanks Neha for coming.
Yeah, so I just want to meet Sneha in the next stream where she is part of the world champion team and she is world champion in the category. It would be awesome actually. And perhaps we can also invite maybe Nongsha in the stream as well.
Yeah.
And where we can talk about their experiences in the chess boxing world. And all in all, just wish you a lot of success in what you're doing and keep doing it. And these are the players who will be role models for younger players
Yeah.
who are getting
Definitely.
into the sport, and they will also hopefully be attracted. And Sneha, any statement you would like to give to the younger players who are right now maybe they're only doing boxing, or maybe they're already started chess boxing? What would your message to them?
So I think this game is gonna, it would be on a different platform because it combines of two of the sports. So I think everyone should start working on it. Everyone should train in chess as well as boxing, as it will keep you mentally as well as physically fit. So we need a lot of participation. We want to take our country to a next level, and we will definitely want to represent in the Olympics, and we want our country to be, like winning the medals in the Olympics level. So the youth is the one who will keep going with that sport. So I just want everyone to continue with the sport that they have started with, and yeah, that's it.
It's amazing.
So thank you
Uh,
so much, Sneha. Once again, thank you so much, whoever were on the stream, and thank you for being so patient. Thank you for your questions, and let us know if you want to see Sneha in the next stream where she comes back from the World Championship
With a
and
medal.
give and shares. Yeah, obviously, better with a medal, because we and Sneha will not like her to lose. So that's it for today. If you have, please go and check out her socials. And there's an interview of Sneha on ChessBase India channel. You can check that out, where she mentions that she's a big fan of Samay and
Vidit Gujarati.
Vidit Gujarati.
Vidit Gujarati.
Yeah, so do check it out. So thank you so much, guys. So let's
Thank
call it
you.
a wrap, and good night.
yeah. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you.